Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick review of the X-Men Parody Deck. This is by an independent creator, Jeremy Ennis. I will link all of his socials that I can find down below. I have featured one of their decks before, which was the Star Wars Parody Deck, and I will also link that down below. So Jeremy, if you're watching, this is for you. So let's jump right into the cards. Here we have the Fool card. Here we have the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. Now before we keep going, like I mentioned, this is an independent creator, so there is not going to be a fancy box for us to look at and unbox. There isn't going to be a book for us to look at, and that is perfectly fine because I think these cards are absolutely stunning. They are hand-drawn. If you follow Jeremy on his socials, you can see the process he goes through when designing each card. He posts a preview of it. I think his work is phenomenal. So either pause this video right now, go check out his socials, or make it through to the end. I promise you won't be disappointed. Here we have the Hierophant, the Lovers, of course the Chariot. Here we have Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man. Here we have Death, Temperance, the Devil. Oh, I love this one. If you're not really familiar with the X-Men characters, this deck is a great mix of that classic cartoon most of us grew up watching, and then of course recently we have the revival that is on Disney+. Great show, highly recommend you take a look. The Tower. Here we have the Star, the Sun. Here we have the Moon, Judgment, and of course the World, or the End of the World. So that was the majors. Now we have our minors, and we start off with the Ace of Wands. Of course, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands. Here we have the Four of Wands, and the Five of Wands. And as we go through the deck, you will see that this is a Rider-Waite-Smith inspired deck. Again, it is a parody deck, so it's a combination of the X-Men characters and the classic images on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So if you're used to that system, you can very easily use this deck. The Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Now this is the first card in the deck as I was going through that is different than what you would normally see, but it's still a very beautiful card. The Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Here we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. And now we have the Suit of Cups. Of course, we have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups. Here we have Logan and the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, a very beautiful Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, of course the Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups with the Professor, Ten of Cups, the Page of Cups. I wouldn't want to mess with her. The Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and of course the King of Cups. Here we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, one of my personal favorite cards, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords. I love this one. The Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Very ironic. The Nine of Swords, of course. Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I like that. The Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. And now we're on to our last suit, which is suit of X-Men. So here we have the Ace of X-Men, the 2 of the X-Men, 3 of X-Men, 4 of X-Men. Here's the 5 of the X-Men, the 6 of the X-Men, of course the 7 of the X-Men, the 8 of the X-Men, the 9 of the X-Men. Why does he look so sad here? 10 of the X-Men. Here we have the Page of the X-Men, the Knight of the X-Men, the Queen of the X-Men, and of course, the King of the X-Men. So those were the cards. Again, beautiful, striking images. Very nostalgic if you grew up watching the cartoons or familiar with the characters, the comic books, even some of the newer things that are airing right now on TV. To me, it was nostalgia. I loved it. When I reached out to purchase this from Jeremy, I asked him, told him I would be doing an unboxing and review. He very kindly told me there are no boxes in this deck. I told him that is okay. I still want to do this. So here we are doing this. And again, not disappointed. If you pick yourself a copy of any of his decks, you will not be disappointed. So the cards are a little bit on a small average size here. Perfect if you have smaller hands, easy to hold in your hand. If you like doing an overhand shuffle, very easy to do as they fit in your hand very nicely. As you can see, not a problem with overhand shuffle. If you're more of a ripple shuffler, again, very good. Good quality cardstock. The cards themselves are nice, good quality, feels great. So if you're interested in picking up this deck or any of Jeremy's other decks, like I mentioned, I will link down all of his socials in the description down below. You can purchase this deck or any of his other decks directly from him. Just send him a message and he will get back to you very quickly. So overall thoughts, again, I love the imagery of these cards. They are nostalgic for me. They are beautiful. They are colorful. They bring back those memories. So should you pick up a copy? If he has some available, yes, please. I think you would not be disappointed. I think it is a great deck to add to your collection. Even if you're just a collector or even if you're not into tarot reading, I think these images are great. Or if you know somebody who might be interested in a deck like this, pick them up a copy. Before I ramble on and on, I think overall, great deck. Jeremy, again, if you're watching this, phenomenal job. Appreciate your hard work. And to you, the viewer, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I really do appreciate every single one of you that watch my videos to the end. It helps out the channel tremendously. So if you like content like this, if you're interested in seeing more, check out the rest of my videos. I have a variety of videos from unboxings to readings to how-to videos. If you like what you saw or if you have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments below. Give this video a like, hit subscribe if you're not already. And with that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.